Welcome back, Truth Seeker. The latest major distraction in the media is the double tap story. And they're focusing on the double tap and who issued the second kill strike. Is this an act of murder? Again, the real focus should be on, should the Pentagon and the president be committing acts of war without approval from Congress, which is the way it's supposed to work? And again, bombing other nations, that is an act of war. If another country bombed the U.S., one of its vessels at sea, and then the leader of the land threatened to start bombing within the U.S., as Trump has done to Venezuela, all of our news media would be that war has been declared on America. But anyway, let's look at the ritualism, because everything, and that's not an exaggeration, everything in the mainstream news is a psychological operation. It's part of your regularly scheduled programming. You're constantly being reminded you live in a nation that's main purpose is militarism and spreading American influence across the world, always pointing the finger at others so that we don't see what we're also complicit in. Of course, the U.S., you've had many whistleblowers within the government talk about how we've been connected to drug running from the time of Vietnam up to the present. But anyway, look how perfect this ritual is. Again, the question is this murder? Did the U.S. commit war crimes? Again, war is essentially legalized murder, but look how perfect the ritual is. You'll only see through it if you know the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. The day of the double tap was September 1st, 2025. That was 79 days after Trump's 79th birthday. Again, in Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. Masonry is based in Kabbalah. DC is the Masonic city. The first degree of Freemasonry is the entered apprentice. Think about Trump the apprentice. Anyway, it was 79 days after Trump's 79th birthday. Using ABC as 1, 2, 3, adding up the letters of murder. M would be the 13th letter, U the 21st, R the 18th, so on. Murder equates to 79. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Z is 1 back to A is 26, murder equals 83. The ritual happened 83 days before Maduro's birthday, the leader of Venezuela. Remember, he took over after Hugo Chavez died, who asserted that the U.S. murdered him with a cancer weapon. You can go back and look into that story if you did not know. Don't forget the song Murder by Numbers by The Police, where Stuart Copeland, member of the band's father, was part of the CIA. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 83, and the chorus is about how killing is the sport of the elected, and it's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. Remember, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. The alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and both orders with numerology applied. Notice how drug boat and murder both equate to 34 like murder. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse with numerology, murder equates to 38. Pentagon also equals 38 and 34 like murder. The Pentagon sits on the 38th parallel north. Remember, Pete Hegseth was picked as the nominee on the Superior General's birthday, and then he was sworn in 38 days from the Pope's birthday. We covered this about a year back. And again, the Pentagon also sits on the 38th parallel. If you're new here, here's the movie poster for Murder by Numbers, where they code the 3883 into the movie title. Murder equals 38 and 83. Again, the song by the same title came out in 83. The star Murder by Numbers is Sandra Bullock, 83. The film came out on the day in history the first Superior General was recognized, April 19th, which is also the anniversary of the start of the American Revolution War. Also the anniversary of Waco. Also the anniversary of OKC. If you haven't seen my work on those, they're all major Jesuit rituals. Murder by Numbers came out 38 weeks after Sandra Bullock's birthday in her 38th year of life. Killing, death, R.I.P., all 38, like Gematria, English, and Kabbalah. Again, there's the song Gematria, the killing name, where the chorus is America is a killing name. 2 members of that band have died. They both died in 38 rituals. On and on and on. Things we've pointed out a million times. But then adding to the ritual. Since Trump first announced he was running for president back in 2015, I've been documenting the ongoing 88s with Trump. There's just so many, it's ridiculous. Here's the latest. Drug boat also equates to 88 like Trump. They keep calling it drug boat, right? That's the terminology they're using. Drug boat. Drug boat. September 1st was the 88th day of Pete Hegseth's age that they did the double tap on the drug boat. And notice drug boat's also 47 like Trump. Been 1,047 rituals with Trump as well. And in light of DC being the Masonic city and Freemasonry being based in Kabbalah, where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from, notice how double tap and Freemason have triple overlap. Again, if the subscribers on this channel could actually watch these videos and leave a comment and try and help get a conversation going about this knowledge that exposes what's going on every day with the news and federal government, it would be much appreciated. If I can see this video actually get some views and realize there must be some interest in this topic, since it's all the news is talking about right now for the last week, maybe we can live stream today about this. But yeah, again, my motivation to share this work is minimal because, again, it's depressing seeing something as important as this that's proven so much for more than a decade straight get so little attention. And I wonder where all the veterans are of the community. I just see a lot of the veterans of the community hanging out in the imitation decoders channels, and I wonder what's up with that. Why are you guys watching the people who stutter a lot and spend the first 10, 15 minutes of the video saying absolutely nothing and doing bunk decodes? I can't figure out what's wrong with people. I literally cannot figure out what's wrong with people. Do you guys like listening to 10, 15 minutes of your time wasted? Because notice when I start a video, there's no wasted time. We just get right into it and we just nail it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. And until next time, Truth Seeker.